before we get started, I want to say the Dolphins almost beat the Buffalo Bills. It took the Buffalo Bills in a certain quarter. They had to score 22 points in order to pull out a 10-point lead over the Dolphins. So with that being said, I know they are 5-1. The Ravens are at 5-2, as well as the Kansas City Chiefs are at 5-2. So it was kind of difficult for me to, choose who I wanted at number 5, but it was pretty easy when I looked at the schedule for the Ravens, as well as the Chiefs, as well as the Buffalo Bills. The Ravens did lose to the Chiefs, so that automatically, for me, puts them at number 5, puts the Chiefs at number 5 for me. The Buffalo Bills would have made that number 5 spot, but seeing as though they struggled against the Dolphins out of all teams, I was like, man, I cannot have you guys on this list this week. Maybe next week, depending on how they played. They didn't beat, but they were on the verge of literally pulling out a victory against the Patriots. But some teams will have bye weeks this week. Make sure to record. Sometimes I hit that record button, and I think I hit a record button. That's neither. 400 passing yards, 400 total yards of offense for the Chiefs. That puts them at 4th. First in the league when it comes to passing. That is because of Patrick Mahomes. Now with Matt Moore, that suffer a little bit. I don't know, but when he stepped in against the Broncos, he was pretty accurate. 10-19, 100 plus passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. So I expect this offense to not scale it back, but the amount of things that Patrick Mahomes can do will be the amount of things Matt Moore can do cannot top what Patrick Mahomes can do, if that makes sense. 82 rushing yards per game puts them at 24. 28 points per game, that puts them at 4th in the league. 45% on the 3rd down completion. They're tied for 9th. Now their defense is where it gets crazy.
Oh my God.
It's tricky, man. The defense we saw against the Broncos, if that defense steps up in the absence of Patrick Mahomes, Matt Moore shouldn't have to do everything or try to duplicate what Patrick Mahomes does. If he just manage the game, get them wins, and to hold them into that, that top playoff seed, then we will know for sure if this team is for real. But that defense that we saw against the Broncos, man, I don't know if that's literally them or if it's just because of the Broncos are that bad. Defensive stats now. They're ranked 25th in the league when it comes to opponents' total yards, 377. The game they give up, opponents' passing yards, 228 per game. That puts them at 10th in the league. That's not bad. Rushing yards, they give up 148, almost 200 yards a game. That is terrible. I don't know why they give up less passing yards, or they give up more rushing yards than passing yards. I guess that pass rushers are better. I don't know, man. That's just crazy. How do you give up that many rushing yards? I'm not sure. 21 points per game for the opponents. That's 12th. So it's not. I don't know, man. Is the defense that bad? Now, the defense that I keep coming back to this question, are they really that bad? Because they're 25th in the league in total yards. They're 10th in the league in passing. They're 29th giving up rushing yards. They're 12th in opponents' points per game. And then they're 14th when it comes to opponents' 3rd down completion percentage. Let me watch a little bit more on the Chiefs' defense. A lot of people are giving them flack, but since I don't watch many of the Chiefs games because they're blacked out in my state, I pretty much have to go on YouTube. But YouTube is only going to give you highlights. They're not going to give you the full game. So I gotta hold off on that just right now. I'll see. Now I was able to watch one of the games because it was nationally televised. I think it was Thursday they played, and the defense was crazy, man. I was like, oh, where did this defense come from? All of these people are saying that the defense is not that great, but we'll see. The number 14 in this week's NFL Power Rankings is none other than the New Orleans. Now, Drew Brees, I'm not sure if he's ready to come back, but he doesn't need to come back. You can probably save him, put him in a hyperbolic chamber or capsule, whatever they used to do on Dragon Ball Z. You put him in there, save him for the playoffs, have him fresh. Eli Apple did hyperextend his knee, so probably 2 to 3 weeks before he's fully healthy to come back. But the defense is still playing legitimately as well. Teddy Bridgewater is 5-0, if I'm not mistaken, since the injury to Drew Brees. It could be 4-1, 5. I think it's 5-0. I think I'm going to say it's 5-0. The defense for the Saints, total yards they give up a game, 340. They're 10th in the league. 12th in the league, only giving up 237 passing yards to their opponents. 14th in the league, only giving up 102 rushing yards a game for their opponents. 20 points per game they give up against their opponents, or their opponents scoring up each game. That puts them at a better 36% for their opponent's third down completion percentage. That puts them at 15. So when you round it out, I would say they're top 10 or either top 15 in the league when it comes to defense. Will they shut you out, or will they shut down opponents? I'm not going to say that, but they will hold their own against probably the best teams in the league. Now, the offensive side of the ball, you know, with Teddy Bridgewater, I think Alvin Kamara, if I'm not mistaken, is out for a short period of time with the injury, but their offense is still, it looks like it's predicated around Teddy Bridgewater and Michael Thomas at this point. 22nd in the league in total yards per game, 344. 15th in the league, passing yards, 240. Rushing yards per game, 104. That puts them at 19. 21 points per game they score. That puts them at 18. 42% third down completion percentage puts them at 11. Now we're going to move on to the Green Bay Packers, who are number 3 on this week's NFL power rankings. I think the Saints and the Packers, the top 4 teams did not change, because they did not lose and they did not look bad in week 7. So if you watched me last week, you probably already know how this list is going to end. The Packers did beat the Oakland Raiders 24-42, so that's pretty decent. We know how well the Raiders, or not well, but how decent the Raiders were playing this season. Now the Packers defense is playing pretty decent as well. Not overpowering, I'm not going to say that. Better than the 49ers, no, better than the Patriots, no, but they're up there. 21st in the league in opponents' total yards per game, 363. 239 passing yards they give up a game, that puts them at 14th. 124 rushing yards they give up a game, that puts them at 23rd. So they're right around what the Chiefs give up to opponents' running backs. 19 points per game, they're at 8th. Only giving up 19 points per game, they're in the top team in that term. So when you only give up 19 points per game and you have Aaron Rodgers on the other side of the ball, you may win 9 times out of 10. Right now they're at 6-1. So hey, third down completion percentage for their opponents is 34%. That puts them at 10th. Now on the offensive side of the ball, where Aaron Rodgers has become one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Total yards per game, they put up 355 yards and puts them at 17th. Passing yards, 249. Almost 300 passing yards a game. That's only good for 13th in the league. 105 rushing yards per game puts them at 17th in the league. 23 points per game they score. That puts them at 14th. Third down completion percentage, not that well. You got to be above at least 50%. But they're 31%. That puts them at 26. Now, when it comes to their points per game, they score 23, their opponents score 19. So that's why they're at 6-1. Now we're going to move on to the San Francisco 49ers. So not a dominant performance Sunday against the Redskins. They did pull out a squeaky victory, only hitting 3 field goals against the Redskins. Pretty shaky game, but they do have the Carolina Panthers the next weekend. We know how good Cal Allen, I think that's his name, how much of impact, as well as the MVP. I think he's second behind Patrick Mahomes. Christian McCaffrey, I think it's Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, as well as Russell Wilson for the favorites to win the MVP trophy. Aaron Rodgers is not too far behind those guys. But with that being said, the defensive side of the ball, you got the Patriots at the number 1 defense. And I can say is honestly, San Francisco 49ers with, I think it's Nick Bosa. It's kind of hard to tell. I think Joey Bosa. I could be wrong. Nick Bosa. Who is that? Which Bosa brother plays for which team? Listen, gotta go to the lineman. Nick Bosa, I had it right. So Nick Bosa is the leader of the center. It's crazy. Like both brothers stepped in year one, became the leaders of the defense, and the defenses are playing. Well, I can't say too much about the LA. Off topic a little bit. The defense for the San Francisco 49ers, second in the league in 237 total yards that they give up to their opponents. First in the league, only giving up 150 passing yards. Wow, that's crazy. First in the league. They're seeing as though the type of quarterbacks that they play, oh wow, okay, Jared Goff, whoever's the quarterback for the Redskins, the Steelers, Eagles, okay, that's why they're probably doing well. They haven't played any legit quarterbacks. 6 in rushing yards, only giving up 87.6 rushing yards per game. That's good. 12 points per game they give up. Listen to the teams that they play. Are we overhyping the 49ers? I don't think so. You still have the 49ers as well as the Patriots have some sketchy schedules. I mean, the type of opponents that they play are pretty trash. Probably if you add up all of the wins that those guys have played, the teams, like, say for instance, 49ers, Buccaneers, Bengals, Steelers, Browns, Rams, the struggling Rams, and they have the Panthers next week. None of those teams are in the playoff hunt right now. It's possibly the Rams and the Bengals. And then for the Patriots, not to get too off topic, but since I made a statement, I got to back it up. The Steelers, Dolphins, Jets, Bills, who are 5-1. I think it's 5-1 or 6-1. I could be mistaken. The Redskins as well as the Giants. You still have to go out there and play. Any team can lose on any given night. But with that being said, the San Francisco Niners are shutting out and obliterating their opponents that they have to play. So you have to give them credit. They are number 2 in this week's NFL power rankings. With that being said, we're going to keep them moving. Their opponent's third down completion percentage stands at 29%. That puts them at 4th place. Now, the offensive side of the ball, Jimmy Garoppolo, you know he signed that max contract a couple of years ago. After he signed it, he went into one season and tore his ACL, came back this season. He's not balling out, but he's pretty much a game manager at this point. Total yards per game, third, 408, 228 passing yards per game, 21st, 179 rushing yards, second, 29 points per game. That puts him at third down completion, 50%, almost 50%. They're tied for ninth, and they're running game. Let's see who they got. Matt Breida, Tevin Coleman from Atlanta. There's no coincidence that Tevin Coleman was the running back while Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. And the Falcons had one of the best running back duos. I think it was Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman, and then he lost the playbook. Forgot how to play. That's neither here nor there. Let's keep moving. New England Patriots, the number 1 team in this week's NFL power rankings. What more can be said other than this schedule looks sketchy, and they're pretty much walking right into another Super Bowl and probably going to be Super Bowl favorites. Stats for these guys: number 1 defense in the league. Total yards per game that they give up, 234. Passing yards they give up, 161. They're first and second, respectively, in those regards. Third in rushing yards. They give up 73 games. But as I said, look at the teams that they play. You still have to go out there and play. And if you dominate those sorry teams, you deserve to be number 1. There's no debate there. First in points, they only give up 8 points per game. Are you serious? Only 8 points per game. Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, we know the greatness that they have over there. But these guys are locked in. They kind of remind me of the Spurs. Like that year the Spurs lost to the Miami Heat, and they came back the next season just crazily motivated to get to the NFL, not the NFL, but the NBA Finals. That's what they're reminding me of right now. Third down completion percentage for their opponents, 13%. Like I say, the schedule is a little sketchy. Steelers, Dolphins, Jets, Bills, Redskins, Giants, Jets, Browns. The only legit talent that they will face will be the Ravens. And that's week 9. Then they have the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Texans, and the Chiefs. That week 9 through week 14 will be a test to see whether or not the Patriots were actually for real, or were it just an anomaly for who they were playing. We will find out. I would say they're first in offense as well as first in defense. Offensive stats for these guys: total yards per game, 386. That puts them at 8th. Passing yards per game, 284. That puts them at 5th. 101 rushing yards per game. They're at 21st in the league when it comes to that. 31 points per game. They're first. You would think it would be either Green Bay or Kansas City Chiefs, the Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, but man, we put a lot of respect on the Browns before they even showed us anything, and look how it's turned out. It's crazy. Third down completion percentage is 40%, little way less, 5% less than the San Francisco 49ers, but that's good for 13th in the league. Hey, once again, we got the Patriots at number 1, 49ers at number 2. You got the Green Bay Packers at number 3, the Saints at number 4, and the Chiefs leapfrog the Ravens as well as the Buffalo Bills for that number 5 spot. We'll see if they can hold on to it without having MVP favorite Patrick Mahomes. Once again, it's Millennial HD TV. I thank you guys for tuning in for yet another week. We will be back next week for week 9, and we'll see who makes the cut for NFL Power Rankings. Top 5 teams in the league. Welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.